What is going on, you all? It's your boy Dom Kemp once again, back with another podcast. We are going off on the 4th of July with so many uploads, but I'm so happy that there's so much news that is happening in today's sports world, especially in the football world. But today's topic is Gianluigi Buffon completes his Juventus return. This most likely is going to be his last season. He signed a one-year contract with Juventus, and we're going to have to see how he finishes his career off. Now, the question is, will he finish it on top in the Champions League and winning it, or will it just be, once again, another Serie A title? We're going to have to find out. But first and foremost, we're going to read this article. If you all go on to enjoying, please go ahead and like and subscribe. Other than that, let's jump into it. Gianluigi Buffon is back at Juventus for one last hurrah. The Serie A champions confirmed on Thursday that the veteran goalkeeper has successfully passed a medical and signed a one-year contract. Buffon originally signed for the Bianconeri on the 3rd of July 2001 and went on to make 656 appearances over 17 years, winning 9 Serie A titles and 4 Coppa Italias. After a year at Paris Saint-Germain, he returns to Turin and needs just 8 more Serie A appearances to break the record of 647 currently held by AC Milan legend Paolo Maldini. The 41-year-old becomes Juve's third signing of the summer following the arrivals of Aaron Ramsey and Adrien Rabiot, both of whom were also signed on free transfers. So, let's dive into this. Gianluigi Buffon, the 41-year-old legend, the GOAT, one of the great goalkeepers of this time, has completed his return to Juve. And it's one of those situations, in my opinion, he shouldn't have left in the first place. But obviously, we understand that players and owners, or managers, I should say, have certain conflicting views and say they don't feel you're worth your value anymore. So that's why you ultimately get offloaded. But I believe he did sign a one-year deal with Paris Saint-Germain last year, and now he's signing one more one-year deal with, of course, Juve. Now, it's one of those situations where I'm like, he's 41, okay? He's one of the great goalkeepers of this time, most definitely. And I understand like what he wants to do. He wants to complete the return, and he did complete the return. He signed a one-year deal. But it's just one of those things is I wonder like what goes through the mind of these players who have been with a club all their career, and then all of a sudden on the latter stages, you know, they start, maybe I should try something new. Maybe I should do this. Maybe I should do that. But ultimately, they always tend to come back. And it's one of those things is I respect players, especially in NBA basketball, like the Kobe Bryants of the world. That is pretty much the greatest example, is Kobe Bryant staying with the same team all his career. That is respect, man, because it's so hard to do. Obviously, the relationships change over time and things of that sort, but just what's going through Gianluigi Buffon's mind when he's leaving Juve last season, going to Paris, and moving back to Juve the following season. It's just one of those situations. If I knew a high-ranking, high-profile football player, I would love to ask, hey, what was going through your mind during that time of change? You know, that time that you wanted to leave the club that you've been with pretty much like 98%, 99% of your career. But obviously, maybe that is something to behold in the future. You never know. But other than that, you all, thank you so much for listening to this podcast. Those of you who enjoy these, please go ahead, show your support down below, and let me know what you feel about when a player leaves after like 17 years, but ultimately comes back into the same club he left already. It's just interesting. It's so interesting. But thank you so much for listening. Go ahead, like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you all later. Peace out, guys. Have a good one. Oh, and by the way, and that other player that I just realized is Magic Johnson. He also stayed with the Lakers his whole career. So thank you so much, you all. Have a good one.